Hi, I'm James Harbeck. For today's pronunciation tip, I'm going to talk about the Chinese figure skating team for the 2026 Winter Olympics. Yes, the Winter Olympics are upon us again, and that means ample opportunities for people to get confused by names from other countries and other languages. And high on that list are the Chinese names, which as a rule give English speakers a lot of trouble for a couple of reasons. First of all, Chinese has a number of sounds in it that English just doesn't have. And it also combines some sounds we do have in ways we don't combine them. Beyond that, there's also the matter of the transliteration system. The way Chinese is typically represented in the Latin alphabet uses the pinyin transliteration system, which is clear and consistent. But if you're an English speaker and somebody says to you that it's clear, you say, well, man, that's just your opinion. Because it's clear if you know the rules, but the rules are clearly not the rules of English. So it just happens that the Chinese figure skating team, aside from being among the first athletes you're going to encounter during the Olympics, happen to have among their names, between all of them, most of the things that English speakers get wrong when trying to pronounce Chinese names. So this is great. So what I'm going to do is for each name, and there are in total 6, there's one man, one woman, one pair skating pair, and one ice dance pair. I'm going to give you the proper Mandarin pronunciation first with the tones, and then we're immediately going to ignore the tones thereafter because, come on, when you're speaking English, you are not going to try to reproduce the Chinese tones. It just sounds self-conscious and pretentious, and you'll probably get it off. Anyway, so I will do that first, and then immediately I'm going to tell you how to get as close as you reasonably can as an English speaker, speaking English with English sounds, and just trying to not completely destroy this Chinese name. And if you don't care, well, you've come to the wrong video. Move on. Okay, first of all, for the men, Jin Boyang. So, that is Jin. It's Jin with the J sounding like J. A lot of English speakers will look at J in other languages and think, well, there's no way it could be J. Okay, so they'll look at the capital of China and they'll say, oh, that's Beijing. Well, it is not. It's Beijing, which in English pronunciation will be Beijing. J in Chinese isn't exactly like English J, but English J, J, is the closest sound we're going to have to it. It's not J at all. It's J. So just say Jin. Jin, as in what goes into a martini. Then, Boyang, not hard. Bo-yang, not yang, yang. Jin Boyang. Now, for the women, Zhang Ruiyang. So, first of all, Zhang. ZH, or for Americans, ZH, is pronounced J. And you think, wait, isn't that the J? But no, that's the difference between J and J, which probably sounds identical to English speakers because we don't make that difference. But anyway, if you say J, you're close enough. Zhang. Don't say Zhang. Don't say Zhang. Just don't. Zhang. Next, UI is pronounced Wei. So you see R-U-I and you think Rui. Well, that's better than Rui, but it's still not right because the R isn't actually It's sort of Rui. But you're not really going to get that quite. If you say Rui, that's better than saying Rui, but it's also not quite right. I suggest just sort of muffling and saying Wei, which isn't right either. But again, you're not going to get Rui in English. You're just not. And the yang is yang. Zhang Ruiyang. Zhang Ruiyang. Just say it quickly, move on. You can just call her Zhang. That's easy. The pair. Pair's team is Sui Wenjing and Han Cong. So, there's that UI again. Wei. So, Sui. Great. Awesome. Sui. Then it's not when, it's one. So, it's not a matter of when. They've won. Well, or maybe they haven't. I don't know. And Jing. Again, the J. Sui Wenjing. Easy. And Han Cong. Han is not Han, is not Han. It's Han. and Cong. Here the thing is the C. It's pronounced T. So the Z or Z is, when it doesn't have an H after it, is pronounced Z, like in pizza. The C is the same except it has a breath of air after it. It's sort of like the difference between bin and pin. Dong, tong. So, han tong. You should be able to say that. Come on, make an effort. The ice dance team is Wang Shiyue and Liu Xinyu. Okay, so, Wang. You can't get Wang wrong unless you say Wang. Don't say Wang, say Wang. Shi. S-H-I is pronounced shi, which is very similar to sure, as in English, as in, do you want to watch some ice dance? Sure, why not? The Y-U-E is not pronounced U-E or U-A or anything like that. It's actually Yue, which we're not going to say, right? Shi Yue. No. Shi Yue. Shi Yue. Shi. If you say Shi Wei, that's wrong. That's also going to be not right. But Shi Yue. Shi Yue. You do what you can. And just as U-I is Wei, I-U is not EU or U, it is Yo. So L-I-U is Yo. It is not Lu, it is not Liu, it is Yo. And if you say Leo, as in DiCaprio, that's reasonably close. The X is Shi, which is not the same as the SH, which is sh. You see, we've had this already between the J and the ZH. It's shin. So it's not shin, it's not shin, but that's as close as we get in English. If you happen to speak German, you know it's the CH as in ich. Ich bin Berliner. Ich bin 60 Jahre alt. Ja, ich weiß nicht. So, shin. You say shin. And then the YU is not actually U. It's U. But we don't make that sound in English. So, Liu Xinyu. If you say like you or anything like that, Liu Xinyu, that's about as close as you're going to get in English. At least it's not wildly off base. So here we are again. Here are the English approximations of all of them. Jin Boyang, Zhang Ruiyang, Sui Wenjing, Han Cong, Wang Shiyue, Liu Xinyu. Got it? Great. See you at the Olympics.